This is Grandma Phyllis. We're back with, we're going to do this patience purse. You know, it's got these pockets, and this is what we're getting ready to do now, is the pocket on the purse, okay? That's what this is. We have to lay this down. You want to measure, well, the exact instructions say 4, 2 3/8. Okay, I like to bring these up so that you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, there's my measure 2 3/8 from the bottom and draw a line. Okay, and then we're going to place the pocket. Okay, stitched edge at the top at the 2 3/8 inch. But it's 3/8. I guess that's what it needs to be, is 3/8. So, but I decided, I wanted mine to be 2.5 to make it easy. I mean, well, I don't know. It's 1/8 of an inch, folks. Come on. 2.5 to make this easy. You want to make sure that the side that you stitched is up. Now, what we're going to do is on this one, we're going to make 3 pockets. And the way we're going to do that, I'm going to pin this, I think, just to kind of hold it in place, because we've got it lined up right along our chalk line here. Okay, and with this one, we're going to make the 3 pockets. Okay, let me show you that up close. 3 pockets, and then on the other one it's going to be 2 pockets. And this is this pocket. Each pocket on the 3, each one's going to be 4 3/4. And on the other one, this one's going to be 6 inches. And okay, that so 4 3/4. I'm going to put a mark at 4 3/4. That's 4.5. This would be 4 3/4. Okay, and then another 4 3/4. Oh, I broke my pencil pressing too hard. Whoops. That's not cool. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to make sure that I'm going to mark this 3 times so that I can make a straight line. And then I'm going to show you another trick. This is one way to do it. In fact, I don't think I'm going to finish showing you this, because I want to show you the other way, because it's so much faster. This is one way you can do it. Okay, and then you'll draw a line along here. I would have done a 3rd spot, but there's another way you can do this, and I'm going to do it to kind of collaborate. And why is this so important? Because this is on the front of your purse. This is the very front, and this is going to be important. All right, we're measuring here. I'm going to measure 1 2 3 4 3/4. I'm going to put this right here at the 4 3/4. It lines up with that. Let me pull this over. Well, maybe it doesn't quite line up with that. Hold on. We want this to be precise. There we go. Bingo. 4 3/4. I'm going to count 4 3/4 from this side, because I've already measured it. Should be right about here. And yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3/4. There it is, folks. Right where I drew my dots. Come on. Right here. Oh, it feels good to do something right, especially when you're on camera. Okay. All right. Oh, boy, we're in good shape right now. I'm just going to pin this in a couple places. Hold it steady so it doesn't move around on me while I'm sewing it. Okay, let's take this over here. And I'm going to do one at a time. Well, you know what? Shoot, why can't I? Just go ahead. I'll turn this bad boy on. Now let's do the other one. And that way, if you don't want to watch me sewing it, you can skip that part, okay? So here we go. We've got to go up. I've got to go up 2 3/8 at the line. Okay. Line this up. One, 2, and I'm doing it 2.5 on this one, just like I did on the other one. Oh, I thought I had already measured this. This is very important too, because you want the pockets to line up. You don't want one pocket to be way up here and the other one way down there. So if you don't do it right on one side, then don't do it right on the other side either, because you want them both to be, if they're going to be in wrong, they've got to be wrong in sync with each other. Got it? I bet you do. You just can't talk back right now, can you? Now there's my line. I don't know why I bothered to draw it. I'm going to lay this baby right down on that line. There she goes. I want to pin her down. Okay. Oh, I have something to tell you. The solar eclipse is on the first day of the true New Year, the Yahusha's New Year. It's supposed to be the first day in the month of Abib, and that happens to be the same day of the solar eclipse. Is the first day of the coming year. That is just, to me, phenomenal. I just couldn't believe it. Let's see, what am I doing here? That doesn't look right. Oh, that doesn't look right. That isn't right. I know I put that there on the half mark. Let's see. Okay. I'm just making sure that these pockets line up. Okay. Did I already pin this one? Yeah. The pin head's the same color as the material. I couldn't tell if I had pinned it or not. Okay. Now I have to draw 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to have to. Okay. And you know, if you want to make your purse with the same number of pockets on both sides, you know, you already know the rules. I give you permission to break them. Okay, now we've got this steady as she goes. All I have to do is sew it up there, and I'm going to double tack up here and down here. I'm going to sew it up here, and then we're going to sew across here. 1/4 of, let's see. Yeah, just 1/8 of an inch will do, I believe. 1/8. or a scant fourth, whatever it takes. But just make sure you're consistent on everything. So we're going to sew here and up here. Can you see what I'm showing you? Yeah. And then you're going to sew up here. Vroom, 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 vroom. Okay. On this one, you're going to sew it all around, and then you're going to sew it here and sew it here. I suggest you sew these first, because that way your fabric can move. If it needs to move, it'll have some place to go. If you sew this first, then when you get to this one, there might be an extra amount of play in here. That's just what I would do. This is the one with just one. So I'm going to start this first. I'm going to start up here at the top. And my machine has this thing where I don't know if you can see this or not. Hold on. Yeah, you can see what I'm pointing at anyway. Yeah, if I touch that, it will do 3 lock stitches. And I'm going to do that at the top of each one. And now I'm going to proceed to sew. Okay. I'm going to lift my foot presser up and turn it and sew, just sew down the road from here to here. This is too close to the edge. I'm going to lift that up. I'm going to scoot over. What I'm just kind of eyeballing. I can see the material through this foot, so I'm just kind of going to eyeball how close it is to this foot. Okay, I'm just guessing, and I'm going to just keep it the same distance. I got off a little bit there. It's easy to do. It just kind of slipped on me. I'll lift my foot and put it down. Oh, I'm going to have to. This has to be 1/4 of an inch, and I can't measure 1/4 of an inch from this side, so I'm going to cut my material. I'm going to start back up here at the top, and I'm giving a 1/4 of an inch seam. It's going to have to be a little bit more than a 1/4 of an inch because the pocket doesn't go all the way. So I'm going to start it up here at the top. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to tack it down. Just because it's the top of the pocket. It wasn't necessary. I just wanted to. See how this is buckling up? I should have gone the other way. And it's okay. I'm just going to press it on down into here. It won't be seen because it's going to be inside the 1/4 inch seam. Okay. Here we go with this one. This is over a little bit. I didn't have it very accurate. So this has to be, I have to use the same policy with this one. Just make it a little bigger. And now I'm at the end of my stitching. I can do that same thing here. Okay, that's the single pocket. This is the 3 pockets. I went over just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I went over it just a little bit. Okay, enough of that. Is that the top? Oh, bobbin thread not sufficient. Well, I have to load a bobbin, but you know what I'm going to do already. I'm going to sew across here and up here. This I make a little less than a 1/4 inch. Just kind of find a way and be consistent across the bottom. But these are 1/4 of an inch, and that's a 1/4 of an inch. I'm just going to finish that. You don't need to watch me do that. So I'm going to just put a break right here while I do the bobbin thing, and then I'll do one of those swirly things to let you know I'm back. Okay, so I'm back. Swirly thing and no swirly thing. I finished sewing this, and you can see the pattern of how I sewed it better by looking at the back side. Across here, up here, and here. Then on this side, just 6 inches over. All right, now we're going to check where the pockets are. Lay these face to face. Okay? We're going to go face to face. I'm going to make sure that the pockets are lined up, regardless of whether the rest of it is or not. So, yeah, the pockets are lined up. Now we have to box the corners. The corners are 2 inch by 2 inch, and we'll say 2 inch by 2 inch. Note to self, make sure you speed this part up because it's painfully slow, even for me. I could sing a song. It's going so slow. I wonder where all my pens are. I can't find any of my pens. Here's some over here. Okay. We could sing praises and thankfulness for how wonderful he's going to make my chemotherapy days. It's going to be a walk in the park, a walk with Yahusha. Yep, it's going to be a walk with my Yahusha. I'm looking for my scissors. Praise Yahusha, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise Yahusha, Baruch be his name. Praise Yahusha, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise Yahusha, Baruch be his name, forever and ever. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Come on now. That's not right. Okay, now I have boxed those corners. The next step we're going to take is we're going to put the handles on. Now, here we go. We're going to measure 4 inches in. All this measuring is getting to me. Okay. On the inside. So this is 4 inches. And this is my other 4-inch mark. Okay. I need clips. And make sure that you don't turn it. You want to make sure that your handle just kind of follow the thing and make sure both, your handles are both turned straight up, right? I don't know how many of you are actually doing this as I do it. That's the way I used to follow tutorials. I would I would literally be doing myself what I see them doing online. So that was a lot of pause and slow motion. It was fun. Okay, so we've got the handles here, and we're going to okay, and we're going to clip, and we're going to stitch the straps in with a 1/8 inch. Okay, and then that's going to be it for this. I'm just going to stitch these on here, and then we're going to take a break because we've got to do the pocket for the liner next. We're going to take a break after this. Subscribe first, and most importantly, I want you to keep the commandments and be the bride. And you will be required to bring someone with you to the Lamb's festival, Lamb's marriage supper. Okay? Now I'm going to sew this. I want you all to know I love you very much, and I appreciate you hanging in here with me. I'm just going one time across real quick because it's just to hold them in place. Anyway, if you're sewing along with me, I go slow enough that you certainly should be able to keep up. But if I'm not going slow enough, you can change the speed on the video. You can't change the speeds on the shorts, but you can on the full videos. All right, there we go. So we're going to take a break. Watch for part 3. And if you haven't seen part 1, go watch that. All right? I love you. Thanks for watching.